Hi, everyone. I hope that everyone is feeling fantastic. I know that I am. The message for the day is how much do you trust yourself? And our quote of the day is trust yourself. You know more than you think you do. Oftentimes, we doubt that we're ready to face the challenges of the day or our things on our to do list, but particularly challenges. When something challenging happens to us, we doubt ourselves. When the reality is that everything you've ever faced in life, you've gotten past. Whether or not you got past it the way you thought you should, you survived it. But here's the thing, and I give this advice to people so often. You have everything you need at any given moment. At any given moment in time, you have everything that you need inside of you to handle, to overcome, to face, to successfully navigate through anything that comes your way. If you didn't have it, life wouldn't present it to you. You wouldn't find yourself where you are, facing what you're facing if you didn't have it in you to face it. You just gotta believe it. That's number one. You gotta believe it. And then you gotta tap into it. Like first know it's there. And then once I know that it's there, okay, well now I'm gonna tap into it. If I know it's there, let me go look for it. Or maybe I need to revisit the experience that helped me develop it. Like remember how the thing I'm going through right now is similar to something that I've gone through. Sometimes we don't make the connection. And other times people just need to remind us how awesome we are. And I'll be honest with you, that's probably my favorite part of my job is showing people how awesome they are. It's like holding up a mirror to someone and showing them all their greatness that maybe the circumstances of the moment doesn't allow them to see. So I love, going into classrooms and observing teachers and then giving them feedback and pointing out all the things that they do. That's just absolutely wonderful and feeds the needs of students. And so today, one of my colleagues, she'd asked me for some help with her resume, right? She comes up to me, she says, Dr. El-Amin, I just want to thank you, and I'm like, okay, well, you're welcome, for what, and she said, first of all, I want to thank you for the constant positive affirmational messages that you send. So, you're welcome for that. I love it. And then the other thing she said was, in your response to what I needed to add to my resume, you were telling me to add some things that I've done, like, and so I started to think about, man, I do a lot of things. That's what she said to me. And she said, I hadn't acknowledged that, we get so busy in the day-to-day business of life and things that we do become mundane. And then we start to, I guess, discredit those things. Like we devalue those things. We tell ourselves that the things that we can do and the things that we do day in and day out really aren't that big a deal. I can tell you that personally, I struggle with that. I will sit there and say, you know what, anybody could do this. That's me trying to be humble. But anyway, what she said was when she listed all of the things that she has accomplished in her jobs or all of the experiences that she had, she realized that she was pretty awesome. And it made her feel good. And y'all, that made me feel good to know that for me, that's really what it's all about. It's about creating opportunities for people to see their best, setting them up to see their best, setting them up to develop their best. But I'll tell you that when I was back in the classroom, that was probably one of my favorite things to do. It was to celebrate my students' effort, to celebrate their greatness, their brilliance, their uniqueness, those things about them that they didn't even think was all that great. But it is because it's you, and nobody else does you like you. So believe me when I tell you, trust yourself. You know more than you think you know. You can do more than you think you can do. You were not born to crumble. You were born to win. Always remember that, guys. Have a wonderfully blessed day. I have thoroughly enjoyed sharing my thoughts on this quote with you. Take care, everyone. Be good to yourself and others. See you next time.